In this tutorial, we want to look at two types of resource, one called a file and another called a folder. Whenever you want to attach documents to your course, it's important that you use the file or folder option. If it is only one document you're attaching, you can use the file option, but if you have several, then use the folder option. Let's start with the folder. So first we must turn editing on. Once you've turned editing on, let's move to the specific topic or section of our course. I'll go to this section. I want to attach notes for this particular section. So I'll click Add an activity or resource, scroll down and select folder, given that I want to add more than one file to the topic because it has at least more than two resources. I'll click Add. So I'll put here my week learning resources. So I'm going to attach the week learning resources. Possibly, I may want to give some instructions regarding the way the students will interact with the resources. So I want to give them a PowerPoint and then I'll give them some attached publication to read. So I want them to read through provided PPT, PowerPoint, and then download then read page 34 to 45 of the publication. So it's a very big publication, so just want them to focus on the provided pages, page 34 to 45. Then I proceed to attach the documents, so I can either click this blue arrow or click this icon, click upload file, then choose file, then I can browse for the files on my computer. So I'll attach the first file, then I click this again to attach the second file. So I'm attaching the second file, which should be a PowerPoint. I've attached my PowerPoint. Then I can actually have them display on a separate page or inline on the course, whichever display I prefer. If you want the students to be able to download the folder, you can check this checkbox, show download folder button. Then I can save and display just to see how it looks like. So see, I have added a folder, and within the folder there are two files. And of course there are instructions. Because of the two files, I may want them to read in a given order, or if it's the PowerPoint, the PDF is a very large file, I can even provide them with details of the page ranges within which they need to read. Let's add a file. So a file is the option where you use if you only have one attachment to make. So maybe I have a lab practice. I want to attach a file, and it is a lab practice guide. So it's a document where I want the students to go through the lab practice guide. Lab practice guide and proceed to participate in the group lab work. Group work in the lab. So possibly you have set up a lab work, some lab activity, so you just have provided them with a resource to guide them, which they need to discuss in advance before they proceed to the lab within groups. So I'll attach my document and click Save and Return to Course or Save and Display. So see, I've attached a file. This is how a file looks like. But if you are using a folder option, you'll actually be able to attach more than one document within the folder, and you can actually have the download folder, which allows students to download all the resources within the folder and read them offline.